I'll give you a taste of what you've been waiting for till the night's over. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know you wanna get with me. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know we're thinking the same thing.
Beats, the maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
Unknown. Look, says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Yo, look, I might pull up to the scene. What's happening? All good. Says she wants a man. Treat her well, little hood. When I hit that jackpot, you know the whole squad eating. Back 15, bitch, then I'm out eating. Look, I came in for a wine, couple drinks, little fun. Man, she talking about a man, got her looking like a bum. I don't even wanna be rude. Ain't that kind of guy. Why she talking about a man? Now gripping up her thighs, back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly, take time, back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly, take time. I tell her I ain't gonna bother making all these promises. I bother saying something when I'm gonna do the opposite. I can promise you this night, nothing more. Call me MC Hammer, cause I'm feeling like I'm 4 eyes. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy. I said she looking wavy, looking wavy. I said she looking wavy, yeah.
Said she tired of my crap, but if I get her back, then I'll trade my old stack, then I'll make it back. I see you on your Insta looking cute, but calm down, cause I'll put you in that kind of the groove. And yeah, she telling me this and telling me that. I miss the days up in ill sipping on yak, and I've been running her down, need my energy back. And now she's saying that it's peak, that I ain't getting her back. But girl, I need you back on my team, boo. Cause them I can't treat you, love you, I feed you, I please you. Look, I ain't shifting the blame. Only girl that I had that didn't care about the fame, that's why she wavy, man, I say that's why she wavy. She be looking like a maybe, so will I hit it, maybe, yeah.
I said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy. I said she looking wavy, looking wavy. I said she looking wavy, yeah.
Purchase your track now.
I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Said she looking like a. I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Looking wavy. Said she looking wavy. Looking wavy. Said she looking wavy. Yeah.
Beats, the maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
face. I'ma give you a taste of what you've been waiting for till the night's over. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know you wanna get with me. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know we're thinking the same thing. I love the way you've been looking my way, baby. Don't hesitate, you can come on over. Let's get face to face. I'ma give you a taste of what you've been waiting for till the night's over. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know you wanna get with me. Ooh, I know we're thinking the same thing. I know we're thinking the same thing.
Anti-beats, the maddest beat.
The music just turns
Aye,
me
aye.
on.
Unknown. Look, says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Yo, look, I might pull up to the scene. What's happening? All good. Says she wants a man. Treat her well, little hood. When I hit that jackpot, you know the whole squad eating. Back 15, bitch, then I'm out skiing. Look, I came in for a wine, couple drinks, little fun. Man, she talking about a man, got her looking like a bum. I don't even wanna be rude. Ain't that kind of guy. What she talking about a man? Now I was gripping up her thighs, back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly, take time, back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly, take time. I tell her I ain't gonna bother making all these promises, I bother saying something when I'm gonna do the opposite. I can promise you this night, nothing more, call me MC Hammer, cause I'm feeling like I'm full. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy. Looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy. Yeah.
Said she tired of my crap, but if I get her back, then I'll trade my old stack, then I'll make it back. I see you on your Insta looking cute, but calm down, car. I put you in that kind of the goose, and yet she telling me this and telling me that. I miss the days up in ill sipping on yet, and I've been running her down, need my energy back. And now she's saying that it's peak, that I ain't getting her back, but girl, I need you back on my team, boo. Cause them I can't treat you, love you, I feed you, I please you. Look, I ain't shifting the blame. Only girl like I had that didn't care about the fame, that's why she wavy. She wavy, man, I say that's why she wavy. Wavy, she be looking like a maybe. So will I hit it, maybe, yeah.
I said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy. Looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy. Yeah.
Purchase your track now.
Looking like a, I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Said she looking like a, I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Looking wavy. Said she looking wavy. Looking wavy. Said she looking wavy. Yeah.
Anti-beats, the maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
The maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
Unknown. Look, says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Yo, look, I might pull up to the scene. What's happening? All good. Says she wants a man. Treat her well, little hood. When I hit that jackpot, you know the whole squad eating. Back 15, bitch, then I'm out eating. Look, I came in for a wine, couple drinks, little fun. Man, she talking about a man, got her looking like a bum. I don't even wanna be rude. Ain't that kind of guy. Why she talking about a man? Now I was gripping up her thighs, back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly, take time, back it up for me, slow wine, do it properly, take time. I tell her I ain't gonna bother making all these promises. Why bother saying something when I'm gonna do the opposite? I can promise you this night, nothing more. Call me MC Hammer, cause I'm feeling like I'm 4 eyes. Says she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Says she looking wavy, looking like want the babe, but the shit is getting grey, looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy, looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy, yeah.
Said she tired of my crap, but if I get her back, then I'll trade my old stack, then I'll make it back. I see you on your Insta looking cute, but calm down, car. I put you in that Canada goose, and yet she telling me this and telling me that. I miss the days up in ill earn sipping on yeah, and I've been running her down, need my energy back. And now she's saying that it's peak, that I ain't getting her back, but girl I need you back on my team, boo. Cause them I can't treat you, love you, I feed you, I please you. Look, I ain't shifting the blame. Only girl that I had that didn't care about the fame, that's why she wavy. She wavy, man, I say that's why she wavy, wavy. She be looking like a maybe, so will I hit it, maybe, yeah.
I said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Said she looking wavy, looking like a maybe. I don't want a babe, but the shit is getting crazy. Looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy, looking wavy, wavy. I said she looking wavy, wavy, yeah.
Purchase your track now.
I don't wanna, but the shit is getting. Said she looking like a. I don't wanna, but the shit is getting looking wavy. Said she looking wavy, looking wavy. Said she looking wavy, yeah.
It's MTV's the maddest beat.
The music just turns me on.
Exactly like what it says on the tin. There's the first one. Nice flick upwards and HS doing all the damage. What was that? Who's he going to take the shot on initially? Thomas, Baymax, all three! Schneider! Perfect, beautiful play! It's going to be still very difficult. Mind, beautiful headshots on long. Hey everybody, hello and welcome to CSGO Fight Night. You're watching EFLGG this morning for our single best of one of this Australian MDL matchups. We've been casting lots of ESEA in Australia over the last couple of weeks, but this is going to be a good one. It's straight off to the A bomb site for Skyfire. They get their running shoes on and, well, they find all 4 shots there. That was a heavily defended bomb site as well. Content should have been able to hold that strong. A 4 versus 5 on the A bomb site usually is advantageous for that CT site. Almost always advantageous, in fact. Whereas it's Trippy. He needs to make his way back through. Final man here. I don't think he's got enough firepower to do it. Only that USPS in hand, and I don't see a kit anywhere. He needs to find this firefight as well. And shaky shots against the Glock as Rain cleans him up. 1-0 for Skyfire. Hey Steven, and then we've got Damio as well. Hey Squid Mate, Vexite Cam. Should we do Vexite Cam? We had somebody in the chat the other day who was Vexite's brother. Is that you? Are you Vexite's brother? Wouldn't surprise me. We'll watch a little bit of Vexite as he tries to take the aggression outside. Trying to find those opening picks, of course. Challenging a scout here often isn't the smartest thing to do, and Luke could definitely punish off this marshmallow position if Vexite isn't necessarily careful. It's the AUG to spray through that smoke, and Skyfire making their way in towards the A-bomb site. Top from the back, though. Actually going to find a single pickup, but yeah, these AKs clean up. It's going to be the A site under wraps. Top only able to pick up the the UMP, sorry. And I don't think that there's much that he can do about this one. 2 versus 4. Maybe a little bit of damage would be good here. Letting Skyfire, of course, save less weapons into the next round. Get less of an economy rolling. You see that it is only that Mac 10 peeking and pushing. Zerk, the more aggressive player out of the 3, not wanting to lose any of the AK-47s, instead just the SMGs being on the plates. And the AKs fall back. Content going to survive with a scout and a UMP. So not really much to utilise in this 3rd round. They're going to buy up a tiny bit around these 2 invested weapons. Skyfire got 5.7, a P250. A little bit of equity in this round thanks to this being nuke. It's quite easy to win these ecos. But the USPS trying to chip in, not going to really do much. And now it's the job of this UMP up close. Tot has actually been spotted out also, so spray through the smoke. Crim's going to very easily find that man. And that's the main SMG eliminated. Dreams steals away a headshot. Not sure what Rain was concentrating on there. However, the Mac 10's able to rip their way through the A-bomb site. Lou only with his scout once again. And not really getting aggressive enough. I would have expected him with one of the primary weapons here to actually take some risks and try and find some opening shots. You can see that he is proficient at hitting headshots. So I don't know why he didn't send that outside and they tried to force a stack around it. I take it he was towards ramp, but just stayed there for too long. You need to be fast on the rotation and fast on your shots if you're playing those lower economy rounds. Molotov right over the top towards stairs. Nobody forced fold or back by that one. Skyfire taking a nice approach outside, taking a bit of map control and They will be able to set up for an execute around this one. There's the AUG getting tapped away. Vexite, beautiful shot. Making his watching family proud, apparently. There's the AWP swinging outside, but Lou can't connect. And now Skyfire indefinitely a man up, and nobody can retaliate or retort. Streams around this angle, instantly gets taken down, doesn't connect any shots. That's a bit of a weakness in the defense. Zerk's about to get flanked, but over by ramp, Skyfire, they've got 4 players moving their way down to the B bomb site. Nobody down here as defense. Content probably going to lose 4 in a row here. Skyfire should definitely go on the hunt now. They've got a little bit of bank, and Content certainly don't. So sending somebody in for lose AWP and rewind Zorg is a very smart move. The risk rewards there if you lose 3 or 4 players, but still eliminate these 2 rifles. That's a favourable trade. However, Skyfire a bit late on the rotate here, not wanting to just give away that B-bomb site to a potential retake, knowing that Content can start to get desperate on that CT side of Nuke. You're expected to win, so when you don't, you can sometimes amount to do fairly desperate things. Lou is quite aggressively poised upstairs, but nobody challenges, and that is a 4th round uncontested for Skyfire so far. Nice little game that we've got going on here today. 200 people here to watch it. Remember, if you do like what you're seeing here on EFLGG, how about tap that follow button? We're going for 5,000 followers right now, so maybe you could help me out, help us out. There's the Molotov. Actually forces Lou forward, right into Vexite, waiting AK-47. Top has been spotted up close and personal, and as that smoke dissipates, he needs to hit shots, and he can't do exactly that. It's Stingrays to chip through instead. Skyfire can't connect the shots, though. That was a 4 versus 3, and losing it to that aggressive push of Dreams. He swings in with the AK-47 in a place that he had no business in. And those are the shots missed. I think by Zerk inside. Remember, Skyfire does have quite a bit of money going into this next round. However, Content at least finding some good kills. So that push from Dreams actually applied quite nice and calculated pressure to Skyfire. They now can't fall back to main. It means that Content's got a lot of information surrounding that A-bomb site. And Content have to make their way inside here. Crim's very low on HP, decides to go for the AWP instead. And Stingray's going to be the first man in, and they miss him on that cross. Not sure how that's even possible there. And there's the headshot. Stingray's on 2 HP, still finding frags. Dreams next in line, and Stingray's knocks him out also. Just rewind left, and that was a beautiful set of headshots there. Stingrays might actually put Skyfire on the board once again. There's the P90 chipping through to found. Crim's still the lineup, and he has got an AWP held in. With that bomb being defused now, Crims forces him off it. There's a second tap, and is Crims going to actually go for the face? No, he isn't. All Content actually steal away that round just before the up shot landed. That defuse came in. Skyfire, you've got to peak those engagements a tiny bit quicker. That was incredibly close there, probably within milliseconds. Remember, this is our only Australian match going on today. Here in the ESEA MDL. This is one of the more interesting tournaments that we do, because you see the same teams day in, day out, week in, week out. And you get to kind of learn them a little bit, build a couple of storylines. And you can see teams and how they fare against each other throughout the course of this whole tournament. I don't know if any of the favourites, they haven't necessarily underperformed here. We've got 3 solid favourites in the MDL with, I think, just 1 loss between the 3 of them in a collective 30 matches. Instead, those are not MDL games. Those are, or Steven, sorry, those are not MDL games. They are completely different. It's a completely different league. That LPL doesn't count at all towards the point system that we've got going on here. It's the AK-47 chipping in, and the final headshot nailed. Skyfire, after losing that 5th, they come right back with the 6th and don't even drop a man. You're a smart man, Squid. Thank you very much. Just a little bit, I don't know if smart's the right word with that, just a little bit precise. I gotta know my games. I plan these, I do plan these broadcasts out quite precisely, like selecting which games we're gonna cover. So I watch all of the games and how they fit into like the day's programming and everything. Ooh. Vexite turns around and eliminates Tot straight away. That pistol could have actually ran havoc if somebody wasn't really watching that angle. And through squeaky door loot. Oh, a bit late. I don't know if that was lag on his end or ours. However, stuck in that corner now. Vexite's able to rack up 2. A second man. 2 versus 3 as Trippy, Rewind, sorry, about to move into that AWP. Crim's able to find him now. Just Trippy remains. He's got the AK-47 in hand, and yeah, I think he might want to be saving this one. He's towards T-spawn. Can we co-cast one day? Yeah, man, 2 cast. Yeah, add me on Steam or show me a little test cast, and I'll definitely get you on if you want to help out. We're looking for like players, casters, designers, presenters, hosts. We're looking for all sort of people, so if you're any good, let's go. Slash eating a squid. It's a picture of a little squid. It's not in spectators. I guess it's because I'm not in the live server. I'd like to show you my profile. I've never seen you cast, Steven. I'd love to see some of your stuff if you do. Because you're always here, man. That's what people are saying. I'm interested. Rewind, last player alive. 7-1 here. Content just haven't got off the starting block here. They found 1 round so far. They've been pretty like crushed in this series so far. And I was expecting a close game here. These teams have fairly similar scores in the MDL. Skyfire posting 2 more wins in content. Remember, this is actually a very important matchup for Skyfire. If they can win 2 or 3 without taking many losses, then they can actually get above that threshold that you need to advance in the MDL. They need to get above Atletico right now, 15 points. They're on 12. It's 2 points per win. Or 3 points per win, sorry. So they only need 1 more, but they have played the same amount of matches as Atletico. So they're averaging 1 to 2 less than... or 1 to 2 wins less than they ideally should be. Means that they probably need to rack up 3 or 4. They've actually played 1 less game than Atletico, and they've got 2 less wins. So if they can go 2-2 and hope that Atletico lose, then they could find themselves up in that starting grid. However, their loss bonus or their rank difference is actually pretty low, so I think that they've probably scraped through some of those 4 wins, whereas a lot of the teams with actually even more losses don't even have that much rank difference. So I'm not thinking that Skyfire have been necessarily clean in this run. But I don't know who they've got left to play. I can't see on my screen if they've played like all of the top 3, all of the big dogs. I don't know if they've actually got those teams to come. So it's going to be 8-1 against Content here, as a very one-sided performance comes to fruition right now. Dreams back to hold down the line with the AWP. He finds Zerk, and that's all she wrote. They are going to try and close in on him, and this bomb is still got a little bit of tickage on it. So Dreams goes down quite abruptly, and with these 2 CTs saving towards T-spawn, they'll be able to keep 2 orgs through to this 10th round. He's proved his worth, he says. I'm interested. Have you found my Steam profile yet? It's just eating a squid. And it's a picture of like a white squid on a blue sea background, like animated, the one from Mario. So, pistols for Content here. It's very likely going to be Skyfire 9-1 up after this. This has been a very one-sided performance so far, and Skyfire don't show any signs of slowing down. The USPS up close, going to get forced out by the Molotov, but take the firefight within that molly, and Vexite's able to finish him off. I think that aim punch actually came in there and really didn't favour Tot. If he had just jumped out of the way and actually taken the shots there, perhaps he would have found that frag. So it is eating a squid. I think it's steamcommunity.com/eating a squid. Skyfire only losing the 1 man so far. Dreams actually forced out and lands a headshot, so significant damage done, but he needed a frag in that situation to level up the playing field, because this makes it very difficult for his teammates to actually chip in. Top from behind drops that bomb, and 2 Ts with it. Zerk wrapping around from the backside, and nobody here in vents just yet. I don't know if he spotted out that second man, however. Zerk versus 2, as Tot is going for the ace. 4 frags for him right now. Zerk the final man, and oh, Tot spins around! What a beautiful shot there to secure the ace in the second round for Content. That reaction time was absolutely nasty. Zerk's the first man to fall. There is an opportunity for Content to restabilize in this series. If they can find 8-7 or 9-6 and then take a pistol round and do to Skyfire exactly what they've just performed on them, then it is possible to actually make the comeback. It's always possible in CS, no matter what side you're on any map. We saw a 10-5 T-side nuke comeback the other day, where they were able to take 11-4 on the T side. I can't remember exactly what match that was in, but I think that was ESEA MDL. It's always possible to make these comebacks happen. Squeaky Door being pummeled here, and Trippy at least hits 1. However, he's got this orb facing him off, and there are the AK-47s to chip through. Dreams last alive, and he wants to hightail his way out of there. The AWP get out of cover as much as possible, not making any noise, of course. Doesn't want to be rushed up by Skyfire, who are right below him, hearing exactly where he goes. And Crim's going to be fast on this hunt. He takes the PT-50 right across this angle, and he might actually challenge here. Oh, there's the shot. Both miss. Crims could have eliminated that AWP from this server. Not doing that means that Dreams keeps it. Able to drop an AUG as well. We're able to pick up an AUG and drop that AWP over to Trippy, of course. Or over to Tot, sorry. He's insane caster? Awesome. Let's get him on. Nice openings from Zerk. Dreams initially dropping. And nobody on this A-bomb site probably going to stand up here. The MP9's up close, but this AK-47... Oh, he's going to find 3! Nice opening frags from Zerk. And this A site just gets crushed. I think Lou might be next in line as well. Zerk is looking incredibly good right now. And there's the AWP to finally finish him off. Tot's position. I don't think that was called. Zerk not ready for it regardless. But with a minute 10 left on the clock, it is going to be this B site salvaged and very likely a 10th round for Team Skyfire, as Tot probably going to save this AWP once again. Where's he going? Through vents and perhaps towards this B bomb site. However, he's looking for a quick opening, not going to find one, and runs away. This has been a very convincing one-sided T-side for Skyfire. I don't see any way that Content are going to come back here. Their economy is completely shot. They're going to have to wait until round number 14, where it's going to be 11-2 before actually going for this buy. And then the best road back here is a 4-11 loss in this first half, and then taking the pistol, and then trying to make their road back from there. But even with that provision, which is still a very low chance, you've still got barely an opportunity to win this game. Content are so far behind right now. It is fan favorite here, Vexite and Co. taking this win over the line, and the AK-47's chomping up outside. Of course, the USPS's wrapping around from behind. Dreams is actually going to spot out all of main here. So as Zerk makes his way onto the A-bomb site, he is going to try and just hold down the line. He's running out of ammo, so he needs to get the reload in fast. However, there are the USPs. He finally gets dropped. AK-47 picked up. And Trippy's good for 2. He's leveled up this playing field, and with the AWP from above, Tot can actually shut this one down. Both these Skyfire players below half health, and Tot jumping, leaping, bounding, just for a little bit of information. There's a headshot straight through the railing. Vexite, beautiful stuff, and it's only Tot remaining. AWP in hand, and Rain's going to try and close into his position. The bomb is on his back. Can't afford to drop this one. So instead, taps the digits into that C4. Tot takes a different avenue of approach. And he is actually going to go back up ladder. A 1 versus 2, very necessary here to put to piece the 5-10 scoreline that Content weren't really expecting here. He's on full HP. Nobody can say that for themselves. But no kit, no smoke, no chance here. Skyfire not giving him anything to work with. Both playing incredibly passive here. And Tot just not finding this, or instantly getting spotted out. Takes his knife out at exactly the wrong time, and he gets clambered there. 11-2. Is Damio any good? Does Damio want to cast if he behaves himself in chat? To 11. Outside control once again taken from Skyfire. They've had a lot of success towards the outer portion of this map. They're very good at throwing those initial smokes and mollies down. And Content, unfortunately, just aren't challenging towards outside. They've not put an AWP here, barely ever. Trippy actually getting spotted out quite early. Tot now watching this cross. And this should be quite a good one. Rain with that bomb actually getting dropped here. And there's the York to chip him from behind. So Dreams about to apply pressure from the rear. And with a minute left, that's exactly his aim here. Zerk going to do a little bit of damage. He has to throw everything to the wind and actually make this push in. There's the equalizer from Vexite. Zerk chips in. He's about to walk into the waiting arms of Lou, who now needs to find two. Trippy from above as well. Does a little bit of damage, forcing these Skyfire players onto and beyond the website, the bomb site, sorry. And now Lou going to chip in once again. Only Raze remains. And he goes for the instant peek out. 11 HP. And tries to take and round this corner. Stingrays. Oh, there's the one bullet needed. 2 to 12. Skyfire doing everything and Content can't catch a break. Oh, I thought that was going to be straight out towards the A bomb site. Berserk there. However, out of control taken once more from Skyfire. There's the opening pick. Top drops. No up this time for him. It's actually Mehmet on the scout. That's the only sniper rifle. It's actually the only rifle entirely that this Content team even have to utilize. He's going to catch them on the cross, and there is an initial nice tag, but he needs a lot more damage if Content are going to pull this one back. He needs to catch at least a couple of players on the cross. They are holding outside, so opportunities here if he doesn't swing into this AWP. But Zerk from behind, a pair of headshots. That opens up the A-bomb site for a easy C4 plant. And 12-2 on... that's the scores on the doors. Dreams from behind, actually only able to find one. And it's all down to this scout, which soon falls also. 13-2. Just an unforgivable scoreline for Content here. That was a very one-sided CT annihilation. Skyfire doing a beautiful job. Now let's see what they can do. Can they close out on CT? Remember, everybody, if you are in the Twitch chat, if you're logged into your Twitch account or perhaps not, make sure you tap that follow button. We're going for 5,000 followers here. If you like what you're seeing, you might as well tap it, because we've got CSGO coming up all the time. Starting with ECS, the European Challenger Cup. That's coming tonight at 7. So make sure that you stay tuned for that one. Yeah, 21-5 right now from Vexite, right at the top of the scoreboard. Nicely done from him. Well, not really carrying Skyfire, because there are a couple of other players really dominating. Namely Zerk, who's had a nice run of form in the last 4 or 5 rounds to take the Skyfire side over the line. But it is Crims right over the top. Wrapping up headshots, there is a first. And with the Glocks challenging up close, he has to be very cautious about what peaks he's making. Finally goes for the fallback. And with 12 bullets back in the barrel, he wants to go for another one. Shadow spotted. Players actually chasing him away. Rewind, not nailing that Glock shot. Probably should have chased that one down. Takes a couple of further tags in, but Crims decides to fall back instead. 4 versus 3. Content need an opening. But this has been the case for, well, since round 0. Kieran, loving the open IP grind or games. I saw grind there. Oh, keep up the grind. That's why. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's just 9:30 in the morning things. I'll be honest, I really do like the open IP matches. Luke instantly picking up one. There are the smokes placed, and the CTs just can't hold up here. Vexite and Crims wanting to put together a 2 versus 2 now as Crims finds that first shot. It's straight onto the B bomb site. Actually steals away. Rewinds face, and Vexite as well chips in. You can't leave these star players in easy situations like that. Exposing your heads. You need to just get that C4 down and play the retake. Play your advantages. Content not racking it up. Playing Glocks at long range. And that's 14-2 for Skyfire. They might be about to close out this opening. And also closing map for today's ESEA action. Just the Glocks here, with the exception of a single Deagle, single P250. Nice nade outside. Content getting absolutely bashed by that one. And the P250 makes its way in. And at close range, able to nail a headshot, salvage a FAMAS. And outside, that should be the firefight, the important one at least. As that bomb's now been spotted. There are no surprises anymore for Content. Apart from Dreams on this A bomb site, but he turns around exactly the wrong time. Gets rattled away by that big shotgun. 15-2. Content, although they have played pretty terrible this game, they have got unlucky on some accounts. Especially there, where you just turn around, you get instantly peeked by the shotgun, the timings are just totally off. That's a lot to do with your mindset as well. Your game sense is in point, and on point. You are going to find those sort of shots and timings a lot more. When you're feeling it, you're probably not going to get unlucky like that. However, 15-2 on the board, and 5 AK-47s. Stabbing Vexite, that's a nice way to thank your top fragger. Skyfire, remember, they do need a couple of wins here in MDL to make it through to the next stage. However, right here, it's just this 16-2 that's going to be on their minds. As Content swarm this B bomb site, they've made pretty good grounds. Quite close on here. Top watching the flank, nobody going to be peeking that. And Skyfire still with quite a sturdy defense. Nobody dropping just now. However, that smoke outside does gift a lot of map control to Content. Zerk's got one of the few weapons that are actually favourable in that sort of engagement. There's the Molotov in, and Crims, gonna burn alive right within it. Lou, there's the opening pick, and from above, Skyfire just can't find anything. It's that XM to drop. Nice headshot from Rewind, only able to rattle off one shot there. And the UMPs. The trade on there. Remember, if you're liking what you're hearing, you're liking what you're seeing, make sure that you tap that follow button. If we get 10 more, then we're on 4,800. That made me very happy, guys. So if there's 230, if like 1% of you did something right now, if like 5% of you click that follow button, I think it's like 3.5–4%, then we get up to 4,800 followers, and I go back to the esports world a very happy man. But this one's almost over, and Skyfire might be about to end this game right now, so if you're going to do it, I'd do it quickly. Taps outside. There's the straight spray down from Zerk. Nobody going to take a considerable amount of damage in that engagement. However, Skyfire still don't really have much coverage downstairs. They've got a lot of coverage on the A-bomb site. Crim's obviously holding here on stairs. And as they go for these peaks inwards, he's going to have to hit 1 or 2 shots here and fall back. There's the headshot, but instantly traded out. That's exactly what Content needed. Now straight down ramp, Skyfire's defense and response is going to be a little bit late. However, right within the lines, it is Content yet again finding this A-bomb, or this B-bomb site, this lower bomb site, with exactly a minute to spare. Now 50 seconds as that clock ticks. Rewind on the flank, and Vexite wants to hold this all on his lonesome. He snuck his way towards Xbox here. Zerk in the back line, and Vexite, he was the really important player in that scenario. Zerk only with the AK-47, so need to speed up here. Trippy going to be the next challenger. Straight within vents, and there is another man holding close for Zerk, who he almost tags up with that AK-47, expecting somebody on the flank. Watching for Dreams' position. There's the headshot, and it's only Rewind remaining. Content, they need this 1 versus 2 to stay in this server. Rain with the kit. Oh, and he finds the shot. That's going to be 16-3. A very dominant performance here for Skyfire, as they are going to post another win on the board here in the MDL. Remember, before this matchup, they were 4-6, so they're going to be 5-6 right now, 15 points. So right below Riot and Ground Zero on this MDL scoreboard. It's getting close for 8th place, which is obviously top 8 making it through, 8 out of 18, so just under half making it through to the next stage. However, Content looking like they're not going to be one of those teams. They're now 2-8 here in the MDL, only 6 points. They're going to need a flawless run here on out. I think they've only got 7 matches left. I don't even think it's possible to make it through at this point. So they're pretty much eliminated, along with some of those lower teams, off the grid being one of them, 0-11. However, that is all of your Mountain Dew League action for today. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Remember, if you've enjoyed what you're listening to, make sure that you tap that follower button. We really, really appreciate it. Either way, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time for some more CSGO Fight Night.
Interested in getting into the esports scene and potentially making a career out of it? Do you stream, cast, play, write, or design games? If you do, send us an email at info@efightingleague.com or send us a DM at EFLGG. Game on.